Very welcome to you if you are a fire sign. This is your reading for coming Scorpio season. So this is a zodiac reading for all Leo, Aries and Sagittarius. Never mind the order in which I just said that, because it's for you if you're a fire sign. But still, it's a pick a card reading. So please select one of the decks, one of these piles. So this would be pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. I ask you to follow your intuition, and if you need some more time, you just stop the video and take your time to choose. What I like to do in those cases is just I close my eyes, take a deep breath, and when I open my eyes again, my eyes are focused on one of the piles. So maybe you want to try that. So this is a reading. This is pile 2, just so you know. This is pile 2, this is pile 1, and this is pile 3. Okay, enough joking. So this is a reading for Scorpio season, but it will be timeless as well. So every 4 weeks until up from now, whenever you find this reading, this will be a reading for you. If you like the reading, please show me some love and give me a thumbs up. You might even want to share or subscribe to the channel. That would be very nice. I really appreciate that, all of you. What do I want to say? The timestamps for the piles will be in the description box, as well as any information and details you need to book a personal reading if you so wish to do so. All right, I think I said everything, and now we can start the reading number 1. Welcome, dear fire sign. If you're an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius and you choose pile 1, this is your reading for Scorpio season 2022. So let's see what we have. We have the Metal King, discipline, armor, and boundaries. Well, this goes quite well with the Scorpio season. Then we have, the door to value. Look at all these riches awaiting you. Isn't that nice? Then we have, beauty. This is very beautiful indeed. Then we have oceans and bravery. Well, this is going to be an interesting reading. And we have secrets and the links. Okay, so let me tune in. First thing I see is that there are not so many colors repeating. You have a little bit of color repeating, door to value and beauty, and a little bit of color repeating with oceans and links. These color repetitions, they're not very important per se, but this is one thing I read in the cards to see the connections they all make, and what sense it does make or doesn't make in all this. Okay, so let me see. Pile number 1 for Scorpio season. You will need to be you will be asked to be brave for sure, but to be disciplined as well. And if you manage to do that, if you manage to be very daring, if you manage to be very moving forward as well, and being disciplined in what you do, then this door to value, because it's in the middle of all things here, this door to value, I'll show you this again, it will just open up for you in Scorpio season. Scorpio season beginning Monday 23rd, I think, of October. And then you will discover all the beauty that lies behind that. So maybe some of you are just afraid of being too afraid, or just being, I don't know, I don't want to say lazy, but are too stuck in their own comfort zone. And by the way, I know how that feels. I was very, very stuck in my own comfort zone in the first 2 years of the pandemic. And now I'm doing a lot of things to get unstuck out of this comfort zone. Doing these readings in English is one thing I do to get out of this comfort zone. So if you feel stuck in the comfort zone somehow, And being disciplined is not really what you want to do every day, because discipline is something that some of us associate with being tired, and it's very well, it's very hard to do, to be disciplined. But in actuality, it is not, because being disciplined is making all these little routines every day. And if you do some if you learn to do one little thing a day, then you're reprogramming your dopamine system. Some of you may know I'm a body therapist, and so I'm very much into all these neuroscientific new discoveries we make not we, but the scientists make every day. So you're reprogramming yourself, you're reprogramming your dopamine system if you're doing little things each day. And then these little things, they just stack up. So for instance, you brush your teeth in the morning, and whilst you do that, you squat. Squatting is a very, very beautiful, it's a very beautiful exercise for the whole body, by the way. So let's just say you do this. You're brushing your teeth anyway in the morning, so you can do a little squatting, 2 to 3 minutes in the morning as well. And then you realize, there's this one thing I managed to do. And then the next day you do brushing the teeth and the squatting, and then you make your bed. And then you come home in the evening and you're very happy because your bed is made and it's so beautiful and everything. So then the next day you do a little thing more. And these little things, they seem trivial, but they're not. They really are not. These little things, they just stack up and help you to get more discipline, because it's getting more routine. Is that even a word in English? So you're building up your routines, and this will just help you not to go, not to be so disciplined anymore, because a routine is something you just do it, you don't think about it. Being disciplined is something that you have to tell yourself every day, I need to be disciplined, this is something I want to do. But if you're brave enough to do these little things each day, then definitely this door to value will open up itself for you in the Scorpio season, and you will discover the beauty in these little routines and these daily things. And then we have this card with the links, the secrets. So this could mean one of two things. Either you are keeping a secret that should be offered to the world. So Scorpio season would be the time to do that, because Scorpio is deeply associated with keeping secrets and with keeping secrets to gain power. So you are asked not to do that. So if you are keeping a secret to gain power, please share the secret with the world. It will help yourself and everybody around you, and it will make the world a better place. Because this is something I see here. So this is not so much the color than the repetition of the globe we see here. So the earth globe. So please share your secrets. If you have some and you were keeping them for now to gain power, please share your secrets with the world. And the other thing that's for other people, it's the exact opposite. Be more secretive. This is for everybody who hasn't kept secrets to gain power. But you are then asked to maybe keep certain things more a secret. To not share everything with the world always. Does that make any sense? It's more like you need to be more secretive, you need to be more private maybe. Don't overshare on social media, and even don't overshare with people around you. So this is the message here for Scorpio season. So let's see with the tarot cards what additional message we will have for you here, pile number 1. So pile number 1, what's the message they need to know during Scorpio season. There we go. So we have the Fool, we have the Queen of Pentacles, we have the Moon, we have the Emperor in reverse, that's interesting, and we have Temperance. Whoa, many major arcana, so this is quite interesting. Let's see, so Temperance is important, the Emperor in reverse, the Moon, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Fool. So tying up this Temperance card to the links, to the secrets, it's really important to decide which secrets to keep and which secrets to tell. Don't be fooled by the expectations of others. Don't be fooled by your own expectations and by your own fears and by this card, the Moon, is a card of secrets as well, but it's a card of the unconscious. So please, in Scorpio season, make your unconscious conscious. Be aware of what your automatisms, is that a word? I think so. I might have pronounced it wrong, but you know what I mean. The things you do instinctively, the things you do repeatedly, the things that your brain tells you to do without you even noticing that these are the things you do. So you might have kept a secret just out of just because you always did it, just because you never told anybody these things. But with the Queen of Pentacles, that ties very much to the door to wealth and the door to value, and the Fool. In Scorpio season, you will be able to really do something new, to really be a fool about these things, meaning being brave. The Fool is very brave as well, but being like having faith in all these things, that everything will turn out for the better and the best, actually, because the Queen of Pentacles is very very rich and very self-sufficient. So you don't need to be afraid of what telling your secrets might do to your life. Does that make any sense? I hope this ties all together. And then again, with the Emperor in reverse, we have this thing about discipline, about structure, about routines. So helping yourself to build this self-discipline, to help these routines for yourself, this daily structure. Maybe this is the very, very personal advice I would give you. Try to construct your day for the Scorpio season. Maybe this will change again after the 4 weeks, but during Scorpio season, try to have a very structured day, not to just live into the day just like that and just wait for things to happen and see what happens at all, but to have a really structured day, to say, okay, I'm every day I will get up at the same hour, maybe at 6, maybe 8 a.m., whatever suits you, but try to do this every day the same. Just as I said, you're brushing your teeth, you're squatting, no matter what, it's non-negotiable. So go with this. So I think this is the most important message for Scorpio season. So I hope this made sense. I wish you all the best. If you want a personal reading, you can find the contact details down below. If you resonated with the reading, if you liked it, and if you pardon me my mistakes in English and pronunciation and stuff, show me some love, give me a thumbs up. I will really, really appreciate that. Sending you much love from my heart to yours. Bye-bye. Very welcome if you chose pile number 2, dear fire sign, so Aries, Leo, or Sag, to see what will happen for you, what will be the most important message for you during Scorpio season. So let's see what we have. We have the Hawk Prince, Spirit Communication, and paying attention. So maybe this is the first message for you. Maybe you're doing something else whilst watching the reading. So please pay attention. There are things that are quite important for you to know. Man holding a coin. I really like these cards. They're so cheesy sometimes. Man holding, oh, sorry, not a coin, it's a heart. Sorry. So man holding a heart. As I said, cheesy. Then we have growth. It's the waxing crescent, it's growth. We have expansion, north, so this ties very beautifully with the growth card. And we have the snow leopard telling you to be the watcher. So this is quite interesting. So let me take this in. And the first thing I do, it's a very, very, very personal thing. It's just my way of reading cards. Is I watch, I look at the colors. Are there any colors repeating? And yes, there are colors repeating in those three cards, and even this one ties very well into it. So this helps me to connect these the messages. As I said, it's a very, very personal thing. And then we have this man holding a heart in the middle of all things. So this will be the center. So paying attention, paying attention is a very important thing for you to know during Scorpio season, because we have the snow leopard and the watcher. So this is such a beautiful card, I think, and it asks you to take a higher perspective, maybe even taking the high road in some situations. Scorpio season is often about power and power plays and secrets and keeping secrets to gain power and all these things. But the snow leopard asks you to not let yourself be involved in these power plays. Don't go there. Just don't go there. The snow leopard is an animal. It's very, very difficult to catch a glimpse of it. So because they're living so high up in the mountains, and there is this legend that the snow leopards are indeed spirits. So we have the spirit communication here. The snow leopards in this legend, these are the bodhisattvas, like spirits, very, very evolved spirits, helping people, helping the people living in the valley, and actually giving them good things if they're good people, and just giving them obstacles to learn if they're evil people. But this is the idea of being high up and having a view on what happens down there. And even with this card of expansion, expand your mind to be able to do that. Don't get stuck in the nitty-gritty of things. Don't get stuck in these small little details. Try to expand your view of things. Try to be the snow leopard yourself. Try to be the watcher of the situation. And this will help you grow. This will help you to, during Scorpio season, to really expand yourself as a person, to get bigger and greater in your self-development. By the way, if you need some help or some impulses with that, I'm a body therapist, so just give me a DM, and let's see what I can do for you to maybe push you and give a little inspiration or a little push in one or two directions that you want to go. So let's go back to this man holding a heart. In this deck there are also the card woman holding a heart. So still, I don't want to read this as a gender-specific type of information. of course, if you are a man, you can see yourself as this card, but even if you're a woman, you could see your masculine side of yourself holding a heart. So what does that mean for both of you if you're a man or a woman? The masculine side is the more protective side, the more action-oriented side. So often it's not the very emotional the side. It's not the side of ourselves that just keeps breathing and takes stock of the situation. It's the part that it's more, action-oriented and outward-oriented, and just tries and likes to do things. Just tries and likes to go outward and be part of the action. So this card with men holding the heart is the idea during Scorpio season. Be really aware of your emotions and show your emotions to the world and hold your own space. Be aware of what happens to you. Be aware of the feelings you have, because these feelings are very, very important. They're very important also to help you to get into touch with this, with the bodhisattvas, with the snow leopard in you and outside of you, because still we have the hawk prince and the spirit communication. So this will be a very important thing during Scorpio season. I mean, we have Halloween in Scorpio season, so they say the veil is very thin. You have very very heightened antennae to get in touch with spirit. So one thing, as I say, as a body therapist, is always that your bodily sensations, your emotions, your feelings always are an indicator as well as of what is happening outside, and as what is happening outside of what we know is the material realm. So your bodily sensations can help you to get in touch with the spirit side of yourself, with the spirits that are, if you believe in that, are accompanying us. May it be the nature spirits, may it be angels, or even demons. There are very nice demons, as you might know, but this is another chapter. So please be aware of your emotions, hold your own space, maybe find someone helping you to hold the space, because this masculine side is something very, very protective. So maybe you might want to find a friend that can hold the space for your emotions during Scorpio season. So I think this is an important message for some of you. So let's see what the tarot cards have to say about this. I hope this does make sense to you, and I hope I can express myself well enough in English, because this is something I now started to do. I'm a German native speaker, as you might tell with my accent. I'm trying to work on this, and it's a very funny thing to get out of my comfort zone doing these readings in English. So if you appreciate that, I'd appreciate if you showed me some love and give me a thumbs up. Thank you. So what does pile number 2 need to know? Pile number 2, fire signs for Scorpio season. Oh, I just noticed I blushed a little bit. Oh my god, this doesn't happen very often. But telling you this is getting me out of my comfort zone just made me blush. So I hope you are this man holding the heart and holding my space for me right now, whatever gender you are. I appreciate that very much. Thank you. All right, so well, let's see what we have. So we have the Hierophant, and it's very funny because it just fell like this. So I will show you the Hierophant, but I will interpret it as it fell like this. So then we have the Emperor in reverse. We have the Three of Wands that fell just like this too, and then we have the Queen of Swords and Judgment. Okay, so this is quite interesting. I do not do this very often, that I take the cards like this. Mostly I do this in very personal readings for myself or with my best friend. but I haven't done this, as far as I remember, I haven't done this not once in a general reading like this. But for you, pile number 2, this does make sense, and it does lay out a nice pattern, does it not? So this is interesting. Okay, let's see. So we have the Emperor covering the man holding a heart. So with the Emperor in reverse, it's like, it's not the opposite. I don't read reversals like the opposite of the meaning. I read reversals more like the emphasis of the message of the card, and the internal energy of the card, so internal to you. So the Emperor is very structured. The Emperor is the personification of all 4 kings. So it's this really masculine, this really virile, do you say with virile, energy. And this is you then, in Scorpio season. You will have this as a resource. That doesn't mean that you will come across as this chauvinistic or whatever macho man. It just means that you will be able to tap into this resource of being very virile. I hope I pronounced this right. Of being very masculine, of being very straightforward for yourself and others. So this is a resource you will have in Scorpio season. So just be aware of that, pay attention to that, and tap into this resource as often as you need to. Just don't be shy to access this strength and this power inside yourself. Because with the Hierophant, this pyramid and this pyramid in a lying position actually, and the 3 of Wands in a lying position as well, it's like you can really be your own teacher. So we have the Hierophant lying on the spirit communication and the expansion, the north. So this is, how do I express myself now? The Hierophant is structure too, it's tradition, it's institutions, but the Hierophant also is like this, the spiritual teacher for, and in this case, for yourself. Be your own teacher, because you have the resources, because you have the knowledge, because you have with the Queen of Swords as well, you have the certainty, you have the clarity, you have the intelligence to discern which communication is, in effect, the spirit communication, the paying attention. You have all this clarity and the skills to discern what is a message for you and what might not be. Because remember, it's Scorpio season, so we have Halloween in the middle of it, or in the beginning of it, and they say the veil is very thin, so spirit communication is possible, and you might be approached by spirits you actually don't want to talk to. So don't be afraid, because you have the resources, you have the capacity, you have the strength and the structure and the clarity to discern which spirit communication you want to get involved in and which you don't. So I hope this makes sense to you. Because the 3 of Wands is also is for me is always a card of getting to know the world, getting to discover new worlds. So maybe this Scorpio season will help you to discover new worlds inside and outside, because we have growth and expansion. So something is going to happen for you, something is going to bring you a larger perspective. You're asked as the snow leopard, as the watcher, to take this other perspective on things, but it will also, just like I have an image of something unfolding before you, this new path, this new, it's not a path actually, it's like a whole universe unfolding for you. And with the Judgment card, it's quite interesting because we have here in the back like two pyramids like we have in the Hierophant, but these are not lying down. With the Judgment card, we have this, well, there is this path. Wasn't I just talking about a path? But I don't believe it's really just a path. It's like a whole universe. So you might enter this path. The Judgment is calling you to do this. It's like in Scorpio season, it's not like you won't have a choice anymore. You will have to go there. Life will just push you on this path. Life will just let you grow and let you expand your spirituality, your abilities, your psychic abilities maybe. So life would push you on this path, and maybe this is just the reading to do so. And then you will discover this whole universe, this whole new universe to you. It's new to you. It's not new at all, but it's new to you, and you will be able to enter this and make it your own, and be like really the emperor of this new universe for yourself. So I really hope this does make sense to you. It does to me. So if you have any questions, just leave it in the comments. If you liked it and resonated with it, please show me some love and give me a thumbs up. And yeah, well, I'm sending you very, very much love from my heart to yours. See you soon. So very welcome if you are a fire sign and chose pile number 3. So this is your reading for Scorpio season 2022. Very welcome. So we have sacred union, partnership and romance. Well, this ties very well into Scorpio season, doesn't it? We have the 4th chakra, Archangel Raphael. So the 4th chakra in this system is the heart chakra with Archangel Raphael. We have assessing, first quarter moon, assessing. So we will have a new moon in the beginning of Scorpio season, I think. I would have to check. If anybody knows, please write it in the comments. So this is assessing. Then we have home with earth. And last but not least, we have responsibility with meerkat. So there's a funny legend to go with the meerkat, I will tell you later. So let me just take these in, and as I told the other piles, this is a very, very personal thing. I always do this. I look at the colors and how they repeat itself themselves. The colors repeat themselves in the cards. So I will I always have a look at that to see how these messages tie together, and we certainly have a lot of green and purple and pinkish colors here with these 3 cards. I love that very much. And then we have a little bit of blue and earth tones with these 2. So this tells me that these 2 are going together and the other 3 are going together. So this is a very, very personal style of reading cards. You don't have to do that, or maybe this inspires you to do the same if you're reading cards and you would like to do this too. So what I see is in the middle of all things here in your reading, we have the 4th chakra. So it will be, the reading will be concerning your heart chakra. So the heart chakra is the place for love. Sure, you're giving love, but as well as receiving love. So are you able to receive the love from others? This is a very, very interesting question for fire signs. First thing, you're giving so much love, but are you able to really receive love? And then in Scorpio season, this will get heightened. So let's see how these other cards tie into that. And it's a question of self-love, surely, as well. Okay, so we have the sacred union, partnership, and romance, and we have home earth. So what I see is, so first thing, state the obvious. If you're single and you want to have a relationship that feels like home, Scorpio season might bring it to you. Scorpio season most certainly will bring it to you if you are able to clear your heart chakra. So if you need help with that, by the way, I'm a body therapist and I'm doing energetic work. So if you need a clearing of your heart chakra, please just DM me. You find all the details in the description box. I will help you with that. Just book a session and I will do your heart chakra clearing. That's very beautifully done. So if you're able to do this with your own stuff or with the help of somebody, the Scorpio season will most certainly bring you the sacred union, bring to you the person you are looking for, the person you've been waiting for. And I don't know if you can see this. The couple here, we see they are wearing very old-fashioned clothes. So this is like 14th century. So you've been waiting quite a while for that. You've been waiting quite a while, or maybe so. This will be a twin flame or soulmate connection because you've been together through the ages. You have this sacred union, this partnership. You've been having that through the ages, and now Archangel Raphael is bringing that home for you. So if you're single, this is a very beautiful message for you during Scorpio season. If you're coupled up already, I believe it's really important. I see the self-love thing is more important. If you're coupled up already, please, maybe as a couple also, try to do some rituals that help you develop more self-love. And do this as a couple. This is quite interesting, isn't it? You wouldn't think that's a little, well, you would think it's a little counterintuitive. Self-love is something I do for myself, all alone. But no, I think the message for you here is do it as a couple. So maybe, yeah, maybe you self-pleasure yourself. It's Scorpio season, huh? It's very, very sexy. So maybe you pleasure yourself in front of your partner. You pleasure yourself while your partner is pleasuring him or herself. Maybe you want to take a hot bath together and then share with each other how that feels to be in this warm bath, and because a warm bath, maybe if you add some Epsom salt, this will clear your aura. This will help you to do some clearing for your heart chakra, and then you tell the other how you feel. Why am I talking about hot bath? Because, well, it's Scorpio season, so it's I guess it's going to be cold, so a hot bath is a nice thing to have. But on the other hand, is something very it reminds us of how we were as a baby in the womb. So being in this water thing, I know even you, dear fire signs, this will be something very very pleasurable and very helpful for you to do this clearing and to do this self-love work with your partner. So this is just a suggestion. Let me know if you like it, and let me know your experience if you tried it. So then let's move on to assessing and the meerkat. I really like this assessing card. It's a little bit like Pile 2. They had this information about taking the high road and being the watcher. So this is something quite important to you as well. So if you've been drawn to pile number 2 as well as pile number 3, just go over and have a look. Maybe you will find some helpful information in that reading too. So assessing your situation, assessing your responsibility. So the legend with the meerkat is that the meerkat, I don't know if you can see it in the back here, the animals are all white. and then the meerkat is painting them. So in the legend, the meerkat said, I'm going to paint your furs, I'm going to paint your coats, but you have to bring me a buck. You have to kill a buck and bring it all complete. Bring it to me. And the hyena killed the buck, but ate it. So the hyena wasn't responsible. She did not keep her word. So the meerkat painted the coat, but in a very with very strange patterns and not so beautiful colors. And the king of the meerkat said to the hyena, well, you did not keep your word, so I will not either. The meerkat kept his word because he said, okay, I'm going to paint you, but I will not paint you as beautifully as I could have because you did not do what you promised to do. And then you see the zebra and the panther, they did. They did bring back the animal killed to the meerkat, as they said they would, and then the meerkat just painted them in these beautiful patterns we know they have. So this card is something about being responsible for yourself and the world and others, but it's also a card of keeping your word. So in Scorpio season, this is a very scorpionic theme, by the way, keeping your word, being honest, not lying, and going the extra mile as well, because for the panther, not eating his prey was quite a hard thing to do, but he did it all the same, because he just made the promise. And they had this deal: I bring you the buck and you paint my coat. So keeping promises, being responsible for what you say, being responsible for how people get the message as well. So this is something quite interesting, and it ties back to this, or we can make it tie back to the sacred union stuff we had earlier. So if you're coupled already, be very, very cautious in choosing your words when you talk to each other. Maybe you haven't been doing this lately, so this is just an impulse for you to do so now, to do so in the future. Maybe you can just assess your words on another level and be even more loving and be even more open to loving words. Remember, the heart chakra is about love and receiving love and making yourself open to receive love. And maybe it's for some of you, it might be the idea, okay, I'm assessing the words my partner is telling me and this is not loving, and then taking responsibility for that. And if you are waiting for your soulmate, if you're waiting for your twin flame, for your sacred union partner, then this responsibility is about what did you promise yourself for the next relationship. So this is the responsibility for yourself. How can you what did you promise yourself you'd be learning from relationships past? What did you promise yourself not to do again? So you should be aware of your old patterns. There's this too is a very scorpionic theme. Be aware of how you are responsible for your past self and how you are responsible for your future self. This is quite an interesting message, isn't it? So let's see if the tarot cards can tell us a little bit more. Alrighty. Oh, cards are flying. So pile number 3. What do they need to know for Scorpio season? What else do they need to know? Please give us all the information we need. Alright. So let's see what we have the Eight of Wands, we have the Nine of Wands, we have the Four of Wands, we have the Nine of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. All right, so let me put these down. And then again, we have the Four of Wands and the heart chakra in the center of it. So it's about, Scorpio season will bring something about marriage, something about celebrating the love, celebrating the relationships, maybe getting a step forward into your relationship. This is quite interesting. With the Eight of Wands, it's just a message. This will happen soon. This will happen in Scorpio season. So make yourself ready. Be aware. Be assessing what happens to you. Understand the messages. This is what the Eight of Wands tells you. Then we have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is very mature in her emotions, and she's really able to share those. So this card is going with the assessing card. So try to get an overview when you're feeling something. Don't push these feelings away. Just be aware of them. Be content to have them. Whatever emotions this may be, just be clear in assessing that. And be clear also in feeling what others are feeling. So I don't mean empathy is always a good thing, but there is a difference between cognitive empathy and emotional empathy. So cognitive empathy is always a good thing because you are able to understand what others are feeling. The emotional empathy is more like you're losing yourself in the emotions of others. So this is not what the Queen of Cups is doing. The Queen of Cups is very aware of her own feelings, and she's very mature in her own feelings, and she's offering this cup. She's offering to share her cup with you, but her cup is already full, so she doesn't need the emotions of others. Quite an interesting message, isn't it? So I hope it does resonate with you. The Nine of Wands is in reverse. I don't read reversals as the opposite. I read reversals as the emphasis of the message and as an internal energy for yourself. So the Nine of Wands is like the wounded warrior. It's like you've seen a lot. You really have been through a lot. And these wounds, maybe they became scars. Maybe these are not open wounds anymore, but you have the scars to remember them. And this is a good thing because it taught you something. Everything we experience in life, even if these are not so nice emotions and feelings and experiences, they bring us closer to ourselves in a way, if we allow this and keep our aura clean and our chakras clean and our frequencies clean. So this is why energy work is, in my opinion, very, very important, to always clear yourself, to be able to let things come to you and let things go from you. So you do not keep these things with you all your life, because what is important for you to keep is the knowledge of the experience, is the lesson you learned. So these scars with the wounded warrior, it's telling me you really have been through a lot, but now you can just remember it, because you have now, let's say in Scorpio season, you are clearing your heart chakra, and then you have just like these scars, you're looking at them and you say, oh, it's I remember that, I remember it hurt, and but I'm okay with it now. I just realized that recently, 3 years ago, I've been badly ghosted by a boyfriend, somebody I really was in a deep and connected relationship with, and it was shortly after my birthday. He ghosted me completely. So I've been doing a lot of healing work with that, I've been forgiving. I've been forgiving myself. I've been forgiving him. I've been working on all these emotions and everything that tied into that. What it did to me and what it might have done to him, and how our auras still were connected, and I disconnected them to be very clear. And now I can talk about it without without pain. I could, if you were sitting next to me and we had a cup of coffee together, I would even be able to joke about it. So I know the scar is still there because this is an experience I had. And to be honest, ghosting is really the worst thing you can do somebody in relationships. Been through a lot of trouble in relationships. I've been divorced twice, and there's so many things you can experience, and ghosting is just the worst. But still, it's in the past. It's just like it's like a memory. That's all. That's it's not something that still bothers me. And this card is telling you just the same. You will be able to go into this very celebratory state of your relationships, old ones, new ones, whatever, with knowing. Oh, by the way, I just noticed her dress is transparent. So this is like exactly the image I'm trying to transport. The memory is like a very thin veil. It's still there, but yeah, it doesn't bother you anymore. I hope the message is clear, because then we have the Nine of Swords, and the Nine of Swords is this card that tells you don't be too much in your head. You have the Queen of Cups. You are very safe in your emotions. Clear your heart chakra. That's the most important message. Clear your aura, clear your frequencies in whichever way is comfortable for you or does work for you. I'm ready to help, do whatever you need. And don't be too stuck in your head, because your head might tell you, this is not working, this is going to be the same thing, he's going to do the same thing to me, or she's going to leave me, or whatever, she's going to hurt me. This is always in the head. The emotions are not what is keeping us back. So please make sure that your head is not keeping you back either during Scorpio season. So wow, I hope this made sense for you. I really love the reading. If you want a personal reading, all the details are in the description box below. You can book me there and book a reading there. And yeah, let me know what you think about the reading. Please excuse my pronunciation and grammar errors or whatever, because this is me getting out of my comfort zone, doing these readings in English. I hope you appreciate it. If so, I'd really appreciate you leaving me a like, a comment, and maybe even subscribe to my channel. Anyways, I'm sending you so much love from my heart to yours. See you soon. Bye-bye.